Dogs. Oh, I shouldn't have said that with so much enthusiasm. Because I love all of God's creatures. They're all little angels. But dog, I'm a dog lover. Big time. Don't make me do this in front of Halifax Live. Trick question, East Coast. Okay, I love Toronto. Shout out to my hometown, Toronto, of course. But Iqaluit gets an honorable mention. I was there for the Arctic Comedy Festival, and I may never go again, but it was worth it. Oh, I love a Bloody Caesar and a breakfast burrito. Breakfast burrito has everything in it. Hits the spot. But then I can't if I have plans afterwards, I'm canceling because a Caesar and a breakfast burrito is just like, ugh. They have to roll me out of the restaurant. Oh, there was a time where I bombed at a Legion for this women's event. Before I transitioned, I was a really broy dude, and I performed for this Legion. And there was a woman who I was hosting, and I was sitting at the back in the pathway to the washrooms, and this woman, in an angry rage after seeing me perform, she was about to walk to the washrooms, but she stopped, she paused right here in my peripheral vision, and then took 2 steps back just to lean down into me and go, bad, I'm sorry, you're bad, and then stormed off to the washroom. And that's really felt like I had betrayed the sisterhood there. Pre-transition, honestly, I had my skill set down. I was good at comedy, but I was pretty forgettable because everything that I talked about was none of it was personal. Nobody ever really understood or got a read on who I was as a person because I was protecting all of it and projecting. So now my material is so much more personal. It speaks to a unique experience as a trans woman, but a universal one as a human being who just wants to be loved and just figure things out and live their best life. So I think I've found a way to humanize and connect with people on a much more personal level. That's not a funny answer, but I can still bark like a dog. And people think that's fun. Plus, I can take these out. I don't remember the first joke I ever wrote because I knew I wanted to do stand-up at 16. So I was already like madly scribbling jokes in my notebook. But I remember the first joke that started to work for me was this long walk to a pun. I did this fake scripture reading in which Jesus fed his disciples sandwiches and then converted Dijon mustard to mayo and called it Miracle Whip. And that was the first joke of mine that started to work. So I think about that joke fondly. It was a long walk just to that Miracle Whip punchline. Bark like dog. There was one gig where people bought tickets to see Jeff Dunham was in town. This was in London. And Jeff Dunham was in town, and people could pay this premium VIP package where they got to go to this nightclub nearby, and they would get a booth. And this nightclub was this intricate network of private rooms. It was all private rooms all over the place. And they gave us a mic. We were part of the pre-show package. And me and a handful of other comedians were given a microphone, a roaming mic, and the sound came in on the speakers in every room, but they couldn't see us, so we would kind of walk from room to room and do crowd work with people that no one else could see, these one-sided conversations because we had the microphone, and we would just bomb. We would walk into a room, bomb for 5 minutes, and go, all right, thanks guys, enjoy Jeff Dunham later. And then we would interrupt in other people's conversation to do the same thing. Chris Locke is the most underrated comedian. I always show love to him. He is so funny and so brilliant and so unique. And, you know, even though he is well known, I suppose, in Canada, it's still not enough. I think that guy is brilliant. What does Brian Mulrooney do? I know he's not a comedian or whatever, but what does he do? What's his charm? What's his appeal? What makes Brian Mulrooney unique? Is it just the last name? I remember he showed up with the first time with his coiffed hair on Entertainment Tonight Canada or whatever. And it was like, what are you doing here? That's it. Ben Mulrooney. See, I don't even remember the guy's name. Was his dad. Yeah. What did he do too? While we're at it. Yes. Oh man. 2 examples. The song "One of Your Girls" by Troye Sivan makes me cry because it's a song about like always hooking up in the closet with men that like aren't out, and just what a trapped, oppressive, sad experience that can be. Because I know that experience very well. I've hooked up with a lot of cops and athletes, and it's just heartbreaking living in the closet and in the shadows, you know. And loving in the closet is a heartbreaking experience. Yeah, I know. Oh man. Well, we can still. Well, I'll do the punchline. I have hooked up with a lot of cops and athletes. Is that funny? Yeah, is that good? Thanks. And thank you most of all. Actually, no, that's my bad side. Thank you most of all. You're my favorite. Because you get my best side.